It's Tokyo James. I'm a British Nigerian menswear designer. I'm currently based between London and Lagos, so I'm always between both cities. I'm in love with Cape Town, bloody hell. If I'm allowed to say that word. But I'm in love with South Africa, so I constantly just make it a point of call to come and showcase my collection here before anywhere else in the world. The idea behind the collection was called An Alien in Town. An alien in Africa, not in town, an alien in Africa. The reason being, I just met my dad for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're getting to know each other. So right now he's the alien in my life. I met him and he was wearing denim. And he was actually in peach denim. And I was like, who are you? Like, I literally met him for the first time and I was intrigued seeing him. Then the second meet that we did meet, I went to his hotel room and his wardrobe. I was just like, huh? It was literally like, I was like, okay, you're a brave man, aren't you? He had a lot of pastels. He had mint green, which is usually a female color, like most men won't wear it. He had whites, he had lilac, he had peach. And I was just like, okay, maybe this is where I get my fashion from. I like to think my clothes are still very masculine in their aesthetic and in their sensibility. I do believe in the gender fluidity, but I also do believe in the tradition of masculinity. I feel clothes should be expressive, that you should be able to wear whatever you want to wear. But I also feel that we shouldn't forget what it is to also be a man, in so many words. Not to say that there's these preconceived ideologies and conceptions for what masculinity is, but I still feel that, you know what, this is a man and this is a woman and this is... Hence why you can still see some feminine touches in the collection, like peaches and the lilacs and colors that men will not necessarily draw to, but I still try to make it quite masculine so they can also see themselves actually put that on themselves. It's a situation whereby I wanted to show that, okay, you know what, there is still a softer side of a man, but that soft man is not less of a man than the more rugby playing, football playing, body lifting, and is still a guy, do you get what I mean? And he can also see himself wear it. So I kept the cuts kind of still very structured. I kept it kind of a bit boxy, but not too boxy. Fitted where it needed to be fitted, but not overly fitted, because of the color choices. I still wanted to keep it quite masculine to kind of play with both of them. The black looks, the black faux skin.
We love black in this office.
Yeah. So it was the black faux leather with the pink fur and the spikes. They had like spikes that were coming off of the zippers and everything like that. That was literally my best. I had to hold myself back so much to not wear that out before I presented it. I just like, okay, we can't put this anywhere. Very London, with a touch of Africa now. I can see the Igbo man hat. I think it's that merger of the London edge with the African sensibility. I think because I understand both those worlds, I try to merge them together to form at least, like I like to think, something new and fresh. Africa has actually helped me a lot in the sense of accepting, knowing my identity when it comes to design, because there's a little bit more of a je ne sais quoi. There's, as we like to call it, there's more Maggie
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Seasoning. I'm a strong believer of the ability to make simplicity and still keep it fresh. That is fashion, and I like the minimal mixed with the African, because we Africans, we do like a little bit of a show, so which is really, really cool. All I can say is mint.
And look at your surroundings.
Oh wow! Look at my surroundings, right? Yeah. So yeah, all I can say is yeah. Oh.
Right.
Okay, so we might be taking this with us.